Live weather.
Welcome back, everyone. Before we get to tonight's stormy forecast, let's recap what we've seen over the past month and the past year here in southern Colorado. June was gangbusters in terms of rainfall. July, comparison-wise, has been much drier. Actually coming up short with still the rest of today to go, so that could change. But both the Springs and Pueblo running a little short of average. But take a look at the numbers for the year as a whole. We are nearly 10 inches above the norm in the Springs and running a surplus of about 2 inches for the Steel City. Now, today's temperature is already warm all across the region, and we expect those highs to once again top out in the 90s and lower 100s. That's about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. In terms of timing out the storms, we'll have more on that here in just a minute, but we're eyeing the late afternoon hours to evening hours for areas outside of the mountains. That's where most of the rain currently is sitting. Then as we make our way towards the middle of the week, it's going to be a very active and wetter pattern here, with the monsoon really kicking up some moisture into parts of southern Colorado. Now it's time out the storms on Futurecast. Again, right now seeing some storms developing out towards the Continental Divide. Very weak steering currents in the upper levels of the atmosphere means that storms will drift pretty much from southwest to northeast, very slowly making their push towards the Pikes Peak region, parts of the I-25 corridor, especially northern Colorado, as we head past maybe 5, 6 o'clock this evening. That's when we'll see the bulk of the heavier rain between about 6 p.m., maybe midnight, a little bit after that. In some areas here, still around midnight, you can see showers continuing to form across the San Luis Valley, the Sangres, the Wet Mountain Valley, even up into parts of the Pikes Peak region. Today's severe weather threat, it's a level 1 out of 5 from the Storm Prediction Center, and we use this as a guide to basically inform you of what could threaten our area later today. Main severe risks for some of those storms that pop up: 1.5 inch hail, 50-mile-per-hour gust. I think severe storms sort of secondary to the amounts of heavy rain that we could see later today. Then as we make our way into Tuesday with that more active monsoon plume of moisture moving into the region, storms expected to be more widespread, not only for the mountain areas, but the I-25 corridor and the eastern plains, tracking the potential for some flooding rains in some areas, especially Pikes Peak region north. Looks like most of that rain falls tomorrow between about 2 and 8 p.m. And for the back-to-school forecast for students returning in D49, here's what we can expect. Lunch hour conditions looking nice and warm, but you might need that umbrella for the bus ride home, as temperatures around 3 o'clock will be into the mid-80s. So cooler tomorrow versus what we'll see today. Today's high up near 91, 100 in Pueblo, 97 Canyon City, up to 80 in Westcliff. So really one more hot day to get through before the active monsoon helps to cool things down. Again, most active days going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. And on Tuesday afternoon, your highs are going to be running about, near average, but it's that precip where we're talking about the potential for some flash flooding throughout the afternoon hours. Fewer storms Thursday to Friday, and then even cooler weather with the cold front dropping in by the weekend. You can see in Pueblo triple digits today, then we're down to the 90s through the end of the week, and finally some relief, upper 80s Saturday to Sunday. Canyon City, I've got some active weather through at least Wednesday, isolated storms for your Thursday and Friday. And at Woodland Park, you can expect pretty action-packed afternoons with thunderstorms in your forecast, especially Tuesday to Wednesday. Stay tuned, we're back with more after this.